Welcome back to the 2023 Spring Tai Chi series, Week 5, Tai Chi for Strength. And I'm Fran Dummett, your facilitator. I'm sponsored by the Village in Howard, a wonderful group in Columbia, Maryland, who live on our own and participate in activities and volunteer situations. So join us in the Village in Howard. So today we're talking about strength. And some quotes are, life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. For strength is understanding the power of your perception. With the right mindset, nothing can take you down. And as the Dalai Lama says, a calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence. So that's very important for good health. Today, our session will be structured where we'll be exploring benefits for strength, be participating with the Tai Chi video for strength by Dr. Adam Potts, and then be relaxing to Asian flute music. So how does Tai Chi strengthen your muscles? Well, that repetition of Tai Chi movement, that helps. And those muscles around the spine, including your abdominals and your hamstrings, they strengthen them and they become more flexible, which is important to improve your posture and reduce back pain. The reason Tai Chi is so powerful is that it is a formidable self-defense discipline. And over a long period of time of intense practice, this slow but focused movement enables the martial artist to develop a superior inner strength, which is more powerful than brute forces of the hard martial art styles. So I want you to think for a second, why is it important to improve our strength and balance, especially at our age? Maybe you thought about Tai Chi as low impact for most of the stages of health, including those of us who are sedentary or hate exercise. It's a gentle, relaxing, deep breathing. We don't work up a sweat and we're not left out of breath. There's no undue stress on our joints or muscles. There's no requirement for special equipment, just lightweight, comfortable clothing. The cost is low. You can practice it anywhere, anytime. And in fact, people have noted in 12 weeks, just doing an hour a day, 2 times a week, they have noticed results using Tai Chi. Tai Chi is going to combine physical therapy, exercises with balance, stretching, yoga, and resistance training. So I think you'll note that in the different styles. And of course, it strengthens your lower body, improves your posture, promotes flexibility. And I like this one. It increases an awareness of where your body is in space. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I did when I'm walking for a while when I'm losing that. And it also helps improve your ability to navigate while walking. So how many of you have a fear of falling? Anybody here at our age, depending what age you are at this point in time? Well, believe it or not, every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in the emergency room for a fall. 1 out of 5 of those falls results in fractures, concussions, or other serious injury. So we want to get some fall reduction. We don't want to reduce. And when you have that fear of falling, it discourages folks from being physically active because you're afraid you're going to trip. But with Tai Chi, This can enhance your ability to catch yourself before you fall. And I know my mom, who was 97, oh, she would walk so slowly because she really had a fear of falling, really did. So if you're a sedentary person, if you're doing some Tai Chi, which you can do Tai Chi sitting, you know that, right? There is less bone loss and fewer fractures. Your pain-free range of motion. So when you're pain-free, you'll walk a little bit more, move a little bit more. And the movement minimizes stress on painful areas, improving circulation, and can foster relief and healing. So if we're pain-free, we can get ready for more intense, demanding actions like biking or swimming or tennis, or now people are doing pickleball. And if you're doing that, you're not going to be in the car so much. Maybe you'll be walking and you won't pollute the environment as much. And that body becomes much more in shape, improving your mental health because you have confidence in your ability to perform and overcome obstacles. So you feel really good about yourself. And some people say, well, I do yoga, right? And the difference between Tai Chi and yoga is in the beginning level is very easy. But as you progress in Tai Chi, it becomes more demanding. And Tai Chi is a form of martial arts. So I think we're ready now to begin our practice. So let's center yourself. Just breathe in and out, releasing your shoulders away from your ears, unclenching that jaw, drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And let's begin our Tai Chi flow for strength with Dr. Adam Potts, physical therapist.
Welcome to Tai Chi for Strength. In this class, we use weights for part of the flow. Now the weights are optional, but you can use soup cans, wooden spoons from your kitchen, light dumbbells, PVC pipe, or even water bottles. You can get creative, but start off with no more than 1 pound, and then you can always increase the next time. All right, if you don't want to use weights, you can always use sword fingers, which is your index and middle finger, and just imagine that those are the weights. All right, so today I'm going to be using my Begin with Breath swords. So I designed these myself, and we actually make them right here in Asheville, North Carolina. And so these swords, they're made of solid wood, they're made of ash, and they have walnut handles. And so they're about actually less than 1 pound. So we don't have to go real heavy, and you'll start to feel stronger over time. You'll build strength and endurance, even if the weights aren't that much. It's kind of deceiving, because after we do the flow, especially in our studio, we do for about 30 minutes, then you start to feel it. So, but we'll just do a shorter flow today, about 15 minutes, maybe 20. I don't like to be too rigid, as you probably know. So but as always, don't worry about getting these movements perfect. Don't worry about memorizing anything. Just follow along and do what you see. So I'll be your mirror image, but if you go one way and I go the other, I promise I won't get mad. And then also I cue the breathing. If the breathing part stresses you out, you can just breathe normal. You can do this sitting in a chair, standing, or you can alternate sitting and standing as needed. All right, once again, we'll start off with empty hands. Then we'll pick up our weights and use our weights for a little bit there, using the same movements that we usually do, but with our weights. And I'll just refer to them as swords, just to keep it simple. Then we'll place the swords down and do empty hands again. All right, so if you're standing, we'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze. And as you breathe in, the belly expands. And as you breathe out, the belly returns towards the spine, abdominal breathing. Breathing in, coming into the present moment. Breathing out, arriving in the body. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top of the inhale just for a moment. Feel what it's like to hold on, and then let it out with a sigh. Just feel what it's like to let go. The hands can float down by the sides. And as you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front as if you're gathering in energy, bring it into the heart. Send it down through the body into the earth, sinking the chi, the life force energy, the source of our power and vitality and our strength. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, directing down. One more time, sink the chi. This time, step one foot out to the side, either foot. The arms float up in front, just to about shoulder height. Then the arms get heavy, floating down, the knees and hips soften. Breathing in, it's like your arms are resting on a wave in the ocean. Breathing out, we call this opening the door. Start of the journey. One more time. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. This time the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. Then the hands float down, the palms face up. They float up the midline, turning at the heart, pressing up overhead, and then the arms float out and down, holding up the sky. Breathing in as the arms float up. Breathing out. You can always sigh out too. It's always encouraged. It's like a release valve for stress. Opening up the shoulders and chest, decompressing the spine one more time, holding up the sky. This time the hands float up to the heart. One hand pushes up, the other pushes down, connecting above and below. The hands come back to the heart and then switch sides, keeping the spine neutral for now. Then this time, if you want, you can do a side bend, easing in, never forcing it. One more time, other side, connecting above and below. This time the bottom hand comes up and then push to the corner, the other hand in the opposite direction. Then coming back to center, we'll go to the other corner. The dragon spreads its wings. This time, if you want, you can turn to the side, letting the back heel come up. Nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, other side. This time, circle the arms in front as if you're hugging a big tree, rounding out, letting go. The arms open. The fingertips drift towards each other, and then the hands float down. Sinking the chi, just like we did in the beginning. Breathe in, gather into the heart. Send it back down one more time. Sink the chi. And then from here, you can pick up your weights if you want. Once again, you can use sword fingers, your index and middle finger, and just imagine those are the weights. But if you have some, you can go ahead and pick them up now. And then once again, we'll begin with the feet together, with the weights by the side. We'll call them the swords for now. And we'll begin to sink the chi one sword at a time. So we'll start on this side. So breathing in, the sword floats up. Breathing out, right down the center, it floats down. And then other side, breathing in. Breathing out. Then both swords together, sink the chi. They cross right at the midline, floating down. And then step one foot out to the side. The swords float up in front, just to about shoulder height. And then they float down, softening the hips and knees, opening the door. So you can check in with your grip, not too tight, not too loose. Just enough to let the energy flow. Letting go of any tension you don't need. One more time, open the door. This time, the swords float out to the sides, spreading your wings like a beautiful bird soaring through the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. We call this one flying. One more time. This time, circle the sticks in front, or the swords, pointing up, rounding out, hugging the tree. The sword's open. Then this sword here scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. The top sword goes away, just for now. Step out to the corner, and as you step out, the bottom sword tosses away. Circle it back around. toss the moon. This time the other sword comes back on top, catch the moon. Bottom sword tosses away, the other one stays behind. Parting the wild horse's mane. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking your time, no rush, nowhere to go. Can you be here now? One more time, parting the horse's mane. This time the bottom sword comes up. The swords cross right up top, and the swords float down. They circle out and around, and then back up top. The princess on the mountaintop. Breathe in, open. Breathing out. Or take as many breaths as you need. As long as you're breathing, it's my only rule. One more time, watching out for any lamps or pets or anything. All right, then from here, step the foot back in, hug the tree right out in front. The swords open wide. Then this one scoops under, step in, catch the moon. The top sword goes away. Step out to the corner, toss the moon. Circle it back around. This time the other sword comes back on top, catch the moon. The bottom sword tosses away, the other one pushes down, parting the horse's mane, creating tranquility out of chaos. And as always, don't worry about getting it perfect. As long as you're moving, I'm happy. Checking in with the grip. One more time, parting the horse's mane. This time the bottom sword comes up, crossing, and then they drop down, circle out and around, opening the shoulders and chest, and then back up top. The princess on the mountaintop. Breathe in, breathing out. Nice and easy, nice and slow, no rush. How mindful can you be? One more time. And then from here, step the foot back in, hug the big tree right out in front. The sticks open up wide, and then they cross right at the midline and then float down. And then both swords together, sinking the chi. Breathe in, swords float up. And one more time, breathe out, swords float down. Then you can place your weights down. And then just taking a moment to feel the sensations in the body, just noticing the contrast, empty versus full. And then both hands together, sink the chi. Breathe in, the arms float up, gather in front, right into the heart, send it back down. Sometimes you can feel more sensations when you start moving. Sinking the chi one more time. Then from here, the arms drift out to the sides. And then step one foot in, the wrists cross right out in front at the heart. And step out to the side, the hands brush out as well. This time you can lift the leg if you want, touching down as needed, right out in front. Now you can keep your toe down, or you can lift the knee and point it to the corner, opening up the hip. This time you can kick out the heel. You can kick it straight to the corner or just straight down or anywhere in between. All right, this time you can open up the arms as you kick the heel kick. Let's do that one again. And once again, you can kick straight out to the corner too. Just meeting yourself where you're at. You can always go forward from there. One more time, step up and kick with heel. Beautiful. Stepping down, the arms float out to the sides. Then we'll step the other foot in, cross the wrists right out in front, right at the heart level. Then step out, the hands brush out as well. Step in and lift the leg if you like. Once again, you can keep the toe down at any point. And then you can keep the knee pointing forward, or you can point it to the corner. opening the hip. This time you can kick the heel, either straight to the corner or down to the floor, or anywhere in between. And then finally, we can open the arms as we kick the heel kick. Let's do that one again. I'll kick a little higher this time. See what that feels like. Just bringing a sense of curiosity, letting go of judgments if you can. One more time, the heel kick. And stepping down, the arms float out to the sides. Then the hands float down, the palms face up, one hand right on top of the other. And the bottom hand drops down, floats all the way up and over, and then down the center line of the body. And then switch sides, breathe in as the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. Let's do that one again, creating mental focus and clarity. One more time, centering. And then both arms float all the way up and over just as much as you can. The hands float down as you soften the hips and knees. Then circle the hands in front as if you had a big ball right in front of the body, scooping under, back up to the heart, and then down. All the way up and over again, down to the waist. This time we'll make a diamond shape with the hands right in front of the heart, and then press out. It's called opening the heart. The hands can float down. Let's do that one again. Breathing in as you rise up. Breathing out as the hands float down. Circling the ball, gathering in the energy to transform into loving kindness and self-compassion. All the way up and over. One last time, down to the waist. This time we'll make the diamond shape again, right in front of the heart, and then press out, reaching, connecting, sending out all your loving kindness out to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. Then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together, or as close as you can. You can close your eyes, or just keep a soft gaze, and let your body rock and sway ever so gently, bamboo in the wind. Just feeling into the body. Welcome.
And now let's take some of our thoughts of what we've been doing, or just whatever, and relax to Tai Chi for exercise, Asian flute meditation. So now let's awaken our body, breathing in and out, and feel your mind and body becoming more awake and alert. Moving those arms and legs, and stretching your muscles to let them awaken. Sit for a moment, maybe with your eyes open, looking around at your room. And when you're ready, return to your usual activities, keeping with you a sense of calm and relief. I wanted you to think about your reactions for today. Do you feel a little stronger, a little more confident? So, namaste for this Tai Chi for strength. Next week, we'll do Tai Chi for stress and energy. Namaste.